Yo, what is up, guys? Gamerverse back again here to do another review for you guys today, man. So today we are reviewing Lost Solar Side, reviewing, and basically I'm just giving you my honest thoughts about the game and how I feel about it, and just chatting with you guys about this game. In this video, I'll be covering the game's gameplay, combat, the world and the exploration, the graphics and the art style, and the stories and the characters, pros and cons of the game. So if you are a Souls-like person, if you enjoy Souls-like games, such as Elden Ring, Bloodborne, what else? I mean, there's so much Souls games out there. The more recent Lies of P. I even gave that game a go, but as you guys know, I'm not really a Souls-like fan. But my first impressions of the game's combat system was good. There's is a particular fun factor. The game has good responsiveness, but the game is lacking in a lot of areas. Like the story, the game story is just like too dull for me, and the variety of abilities is quite cool. I played the game to a certain extent when it comes to the gameplay. There's difficulty balance as well, and it's not easy. It is in between easy or medium and hard. So even if you are a good gamer, this game will still challenge you, and there's good world exploration as well. The immersive parts of the games are there. The environments aren't that memorable, and a lot of stuff is very repetitive. The level design is linear and open, but it's more linear, and it's about a 13-hour story, 13 to 15 hour story. And then the graphics. Let's talk a little about the graphics. The graphics is decent. They're using the latest Unreal Engine 5, and they've got a particular graphic style that they stick to. The game does look good in certain parts of the map, and all of this footage that you see was captured on my gaming laptop with the GTX 1660 Ti, with all of the settings cranked up to high, as you can see. The game does have a really good graphic style, and it does look visually appealing. But what is a good graphic style when the game is lacking, when the story is lacking? And a lot of people has been not complaining about the game, but a lot of people are just disappointed because the game was in development for about 5 or 6 years, and I think it was developed by a single person. Actually, he was one guy until he had people hop onto the project like a couple of years ago, I think, and he only had people hop onto the game like 2 or 3 years after developing it by himself. So the game is developed by Alti Zero Games, if you were wondering. And if that game sounds not familiar, that's because not a lot of people know about this developers. Like I said, it was one guy, and he developed the story, he developed the characters, and he developed a little bit of the gameplay because he knows a little bit about gaming and animation and things like that. But even the game being this long in development and coming out in 2025, the game did very, very bad in sales because of the story and because of the lifeless characters in the game. The story, it can be engaging in some parts, but the character development in the game doesn't even feel memorable. Like the pacing of the cutscenes versus the gameplay, there's a good balance between it, but the character development just isn't there. The characters are very dull. Pros and cons, I guess, if you are a Souls-like person, maybe you will play this game through to the end, and maybe you'll even enjoy it if you like Souls-like games. But coming from me, I'm not really a Souls-like guy. I haven't even played Elden Ring. I've watched people play it, but I've never tried it out for myself because it's not my particular field of gaming that I enjoy. So you know what they say, play the games you enjoy, not the games that you don't like. So what I usually do is I decided to give this game a try because it's been in development so long, and I've been following the developer actually and seeing what they would do, and this looked like it was going to be good. But because of the lifeless story and the characters not being that good, there's a lot of weak spots in the game that really had me. But the gameplay was alright. Like the combat was decent and the enemy system was decent. But I think for the price that you're paying, the game isn't worth the full price of it. Replayability wise, I think there is about 2 3 endings, so you can play the game maybe once or twice or 3 times if you want to to see what ending you can get, but there's only 3 endings, and that is the end game content. How does it compare to other action RPGs in 2025? I would say it is right there with the bottom of the most worst games in 2025 when it comes to RPGs. I would put it above Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye was quite terrible. Also, that game was really terrible. Everybody was looking forward to that. Same with Lost Soul Aside. People were looking forward to it, but it just didn't deliver. And I think, like I said, people who would enjoy this would be Souls-like people, fans of fast-paced action games, RPG lovers. I am an RPG lover myself, but I'm not into the Souls-like RPG. I think I enjoy more RPGs like Fallout, Dishonored, games like that. It is RPG, but it's not fast-paced. It's more slightly towards casual, slightly towards hardcore gamers, but I don't know. You might want to skip this game, or you might want to, give it a try and see if you like it. But my honest recommendation would be, do not buy this game. Maybe wait for a sale, but if a sale doesn't even come, maybe you should skip it. But maybe wait for a sale and get the game for maybe like $20, $30. But now the full game is out. You can get it for $60 if you do want to. But right now they are in a heap of disappointment. Now everybody's disappointed in the game. But yeah, it's not that big a deal. We're getting a lot of more good games coming out in 2025, and this one is just added to the list of very bad games that came out this year. It's not very bad, but I mean it's not good. It's not really great. But if you do enjoy playing this game, let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you're planning to play it or if you're gonna wait for the sale. Just let me know. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts below in the comment section. And as you guys know, I have been Gamerverse, and of course, I will see you guys in another video.